and be sweating. I know he do.
I'll put that in here. What's good, you guys? It's Lifestyle from LifeStyleDidIt.com. I'm here with Andriii. He's been my brother since like 6th grade.
Best friend.
All right. And in today's video, we're going to be asking him what makes producers stand out. We did the first video with Tim asking him what makes him buy beats and what producers can do that's either good or bad. Today with him, we're going to be asking him what makes them stand out and differentiate from each other. All right, so before we get into certain detailed things, what makes a producer stand out to you overall?
You could get a hold of the same sounds. It's just all how you guys use them. You're going to use those VSTs differently.
Sampling, like flipping samples too, is another thing you're probably getting at.
There we go. That's exactly what I'm getting at. You guys all have
access to the same tools.
I don't know. Somebody could use Omnisphere, and I've seen you use Omnisphere.
the way you and Tim say it is you guys are both getting trolled. He called it Omniosphere.
Omnisphere.
So pretty much quality sounds appeal to you very much.
Exactly. Because, I mean, when you used, how do you say it, Omnisphere? Omnisphere.
Uh-huh.
When I see you make beats on that, to me, those are like a lot of darker sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would make you stand out. Just all how you use the quality VSTs.
Okay. So pretty much he's just getting at just using quality sounds. He has an ear for hearing a good sample or a good way of using VSTs, and we know that it doesn't matter, necessarily which VSTs you use as producers, because you can flip them either way. Pretty much what he's getting at is he likes a good quality beat with good quality sounds or good quality sample selection.
Exactly.
So when it comes to, let's say, an Instagram page, what stands out to you when you come across a producer's like Instagram page that makes, A from B different and will make it seem more quality than another page? Like, what makes you, when you type in, let's say you just click someone's username, what'll make something stand out on their Instagram?
Well, first off, I'm going to look at that profile picture and see if they have like a quality logo on there.
Right.
And if we're talking Twitter, I'd also see it like how their Twitter feed looks too, because if it's just spamming a bunch of beats, I wouldn't really
like random links and stuff.
Yeah, if it's just random links and I don't really know how the producer is, I don't think I would click on it.
Right.
I don't.
So would that be a turning point maybe for you looking to invest your money into someone's beats, because you'd probably be wanting to invest into who they are and what they have instead of just buying like a beat because it sounds cool? You think it's different, like a beat you might really like, you might shop with someone more that you can relate to, instead of just like that one fire beat you bought, then there's this other guy that just has good quality posts and maybe tweet stuff that
because
kind of relates with you.
I think the songs come out better when you have, it doesn't have to be like a real big personal connection with the producer, but there has to be some type of connection there, because I mean, I think I would work better with a producer who liked my music too.
Right.
So when I send him, like if I do my song over his beat and I send it back, like he's really excited, like
not just like, oh, that's cool, or he'll tell you if it's bad. Okay. So definitely being able to relate with someone, I think that happens with a lot of things. We buy brand clothes or certain foods because it connects to something. Like if you want to be healthy, you're gonna go buy fruits and vegetables, and if you're feeling like a dirtbag, you might just get some hot Cheetos and dip it in ice cream. I don't know. Okay, so that makes sense.
Because I mean, when we used to, another thing that stands out, someone who gives me feedback on the song and is like, okay, like this verse, like when we used to make music, like you're a definition of a producer. Like you don't, if I record with you, you don't just sit there and, oh yeah, the song's good. Like you'll say like, okay, like this is cool, but you use too many words in this bar. That stands out too. Right. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like, you just, if I go into record with you or something and we just record and there's no feedback, like you just made a beat for me. Really. I mean, you recorded me too, but producer, there's so much more a producer does
And if we're talking just being over the internet and you're getting beats from someone, you want that to translate in messages, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
When you're sending it back, you don't. I mean, if it's fire, it's fire.
Yeah.
But you probably don't want a fire emoji if it's fire.
No.
A little bit more. You're probably hoping for a little bit more of a message, because even if they do really like it, you would hope that they would maybe tell you what they like.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people, they just put like it's fire.
Because with me,
it really is.
With me personally, when I rap, I don't want to disrespect anybody's beats.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, you a producer, like I've seen you make beats. Sometimes it takes you like 3 minutes to make a beat, and sometimes it takes you like days.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it takes you days to make that beat, I don't want to hop on that beat and spit some hot trash.
See, so
I don't want to disrespect anybody's beats.
And that's cool, because it's vice versa. You're not just saying that you want them to give you feedback for your sake, right?
It's for them too.
Yeah, because maybe they really like their beat, but they don't like you on the beat.
Because if I was a producer and I spent I don't know, I was making a beat and it was taking me days because I got the drums one day, and then I'm like, okay, I can't get the melody today. I'm gonna come back, and it took me a week to perfect this beat, and then somebody hops on that beat and spits some just trash on it, talking about I'm hot like the sun, or something like that. I'd be like, man.
I think a rule of thumb that I always think about and ask,
especially if they buy the beat and it's theirs, that would suck. Even though if I wouldn't really do that, but I'm just saying
I think something that is when someone hits you with maybe a fire emoji and that's it. Something theoretically that I would think would you retweet this song? It's fire. That's all you said. Yo, would you retweet it? And I feel like that's so powerful, because if you wouldn't share it on your timeline, you don't like the song.
That's
come on.
True. Oh, would you retweet this?
And it's stupid that a retweet's that powerful. But
Yeah.
if you post a song and tag them in it and they just like it,
would Flex drop the bombs?
we're being kind of petty talking about that. But I think little things like that, when you're over the internet, would probably be in person. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you want me to redo it? Does it sound good? Is it on beat? It's cool.
But I mean, people are just people are scared to tell you
Right.
that it's trash, because they don't want to crush it. I mean,
And they don't want to charge back.
yeah,
They don't want to charge back.
that too.
But I think that stems from maybe not being able to be in the studio with a rapper, because some people can't do it.
Because I know it's the question, I was talking more of a personal connection, and I mean that's hard if someone's sending you a beat over or something,
Right.
But
I think it'll show you a lot when you're in the studio with a rapper, and it really depends on what type of rapper you're around when they ask you if you like the song.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's cool, and then you feel them staring at you.
Yeah.
And oh damn, I'm gonna have to say the truth, because you know what I'm talking about.
I had to train myself to tell people the truth. And it's
Yeah,
really
I
hard.
feel like it's a part of every person.
It's just honestly, it's gonna make them better. I'll never if someone shows me a song or something, I'm never gonna be like, yo, this is trash.
Right, bash it. You have to teach yourself how to articulate.
Yeah,
in a
I'm
good, positive way.
because a lot of people, their stuff has potential. You could hear the potential in it, and it's just you just gotta tell them okay, your flow, or if it's a producer, this melody, this off key, stuff like that.
Right,
because they might used to do the beat critiques and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they might have bought a fire beat, but it wasn't the beat for them.
Yeah.
Just
That's
because it
thing.
slaps, you know what I'm saying? That it happens a lot, and it wasn't necessarily the style that worked for you, so it might not resonate.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just get a bunch of, oh yeah, that's cool, that's fire, or I like the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the song? You like the beat, but what about the song?
I hate that.
So the last thing I would ask you is, all right, so the last question I have for you, and I'm gonna put the camera focus on you, since I can't double focus it, is what is your favorite part to a beat most of the time?
Favorite part?
Of beats that you just like.
Well, you already know I'm a drums dude.
Yeah.
I love
rhythms.
I love when jazz inspired drums on a beat. I love that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. I don't know. I'm just a drums dude. When I hear a beat, the first thing that my mind connects to is the drums.
And why do you think that is?
I couldn't even tell you, because drums aren't even like my favorite instrument. Like, this about to my favorite instrument is a violin. Don't laugh at me. They're beautiful, but
you think it just inspires your flow for the song? Is that one thing? Will you listen to the?
Because with drums, not to cut you off, but with drums, depending, I listen to the drums so I know if I want my rhymes in the pocket or to fall on the snare.
Okay.
That's another thing, because I noticed why I like jazz drums so much is you can mess around with so many flows on jazz drums. That's why I like it.
Because it's not really on your 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's not boom.
Yeah,
it's just everywhere, and you could just do so many. Like when we made you made that Believe beat.
Yeah.
Those drums are dope. Because I could do whatever I want and it would sound dope. Jazz is just all improvising.
Yeah.
So I think with the flow
and everything.
with the flow, you can do that over it. That's why I like that.
Right. It just keeps it fun, and you don't really know what to expect.
Another thing is sample chops.
Okay.
Because people I think nowadays people take sample chops for granted. Like, it's a technique.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could of course chop up a sample and just put it on there.
Like a 4/4 time sample. Dun, 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 dun. You chop it and pitch it. But
that's dope. But when you really look at the beat and like you really start studying it, like you just look at the sample like, okay, like they did that sample, cool. Like how Madlib, Jay Dilla, and them, like when they sample stuff, I don't even know. They sample it so well, I don't even know where the sample's from.
Yeah, you have to Google it. And it's sometimes multiple samples.
So that's another thing. I like good sample chops too.
Yeah. All right, so that wraps up today's video. If you did like it, leave a thumbs up. Thank you for Andriii coming on and speaking about this. All his stuff will be in the description, so go make sure to follow him.
I'm here. I'm a man.
Oh my God! Subscribe.
You might see some pictures on there.
I'm cutting you off. Subscribe to your boy. Push notifications. Thanks.